So, good evening, everybody. A resounding, comfortable opening day of the season. Absolutely lit. Light work, walk in the park, and what a couple of debuts we had with our new players. Gabriel scoring on his debut, and Willian setting him up, getting 2 assists. Some people are saying 3. Some places are saying 3. Some media outlets are saying 3. Listen, 2, 3, it doesn't really matter. 2 absolutely spectacular debuts. And listen, we're going to have bigger fish to fry and harder games across the course of the season. But that is a way to announce yourselves in the new season, the first full season under Mikel Arteta. As you can see on the screen, this is the way I am going to be doing player ratings on this channel all season now. So rather than me giving you my player ratings, I'm going to get you to give me yours. And I'm going to share this app real quick with you. It's called Flick. The link is in the description. We're on 892 followers on it. When we get to 1,000, they're doing a t-shirt giveaway, a strip, a football shirt of your choice. Doesn't matter what team it is, what country you live in. They'll ship it anywhere globally. So listen, go and follow that. And I'll show you exactly how this app works and how you vote for the player ratings. Because normally I'll do the player ratings the next day. But because it was an early kickoff, I decided to do it for this this time instead of doing a live stream or a transfer update or whatever. But I'll walk you through it. So as you can see, there's predictions there. You can predict the scores. You can predict who will win. Newcastle, etc., etc. Who's going to score first? How many goals will score? What minutes? Share it on your socials. Liverpool. I said they'd score 4+. They did. I said Leeds would score 1. Liverpool would score first, and it'd be in the first 30 minutes. If we scroll down, oh look, I'm top of the league. It's a weekly and monthly table there. I'm currently top. That won't last long. We can then scroll down. You can run quizzes and stuff, and we can do quizzes on there about Arsenal history, stuff like that. Main chat rooms. I can keep you up to date with features. And that's how we're going to do it. Polls on the player ratings for every single player, as you can see. Will Arsenal beat Fulham? That was a question on there. Will we sign in more players before the transfer? We can do polls, quizzes, etc., etc. So listen, if you haven't downloaded it, it is absolutely free of charge. Make sure you go and get on that right now, and I would appreciate that. But listen, light work today, easy work, and it was a pretty comfortable day in West London for us. And listen, I think everybody predicted that Arsenal would win. Some predicted 5, 6. It probably could have been and should have been 5 or 6 if we were a little bit more clinical. But a clean sheet, first game of the season, away from home, and scoring 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. Aubameyang's goal, oh my God, Henry, what a finish. And we've seen him do that quite a few times in recent weeks as well, getting the ball, cutting inside on Henry-esque and pinging them in. He done it against Aston Villa in the friendly game the other day as well. But these are player ratings that I'm going to go through that were voted for by you guys. And like I said, I will be doing that every single week now. So in goal, Leno, you guys have voted him 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. He didn't really have a great deal to do, to be fair. He could have had a cigar on and sat on a deck chair with a little Pinot Grigio in his hand, couldn't he? Pretty basic day for him. The defence and midfield and attack did their job. So fair play. Maitland-Niles, you guys have voted him a 7. That was closer than I thought it was going to be fair. But yeah, that's a 7. Hector Bellerin, 6 out of 10 is the vote, 54%. Wow, I expected higher than that, but there you go. Let's move on to Rob Holding, and 7 out of 10 for Rob Holding. Rob Holding had a shaky start, a pretty shaky start. I think he got better the longer the game went on. As for Bellerin, I didn't really notice he was in the game because he didn't have anything to do, did he? You know, we defended well today, really well. So fair play to them for defending properly. Let's move on to Gabriel. You guys have voted in your droves. 51% say 9 out of 10. 23% said 8 and 20% said 10. Listen, he had a great debut. Yeah, he scored and he kept a clean sheet. What a debut. We'll never forget that, that's for sure. Let's move on to Tierney. Tierney, you guys have voted 8 out of 10. That was close, to be fair. 35% said 7 out of 10 and 41% said 8 out of 10. But again, he's so good. It's unbelievable. Love watching Tierney play. His hunger, his desire. He never shirks a tackle. I love it. Yeah, he's a proper old school player in the modern game. I love him. Absolutely love the guy. Let's move into midfield. Let's go Granit Xhaka. You guys, 46% have said 7 out of 10. That was a landslide, to be fair. Pretty comfortable. I thought he played really well. I actually, on Chig's channel, gave him an 8, I think. I thought he was superb today. He just kept the game ticking and ticking and ticking. It was kind of easy. Listen, they weren't a great team, let's be real. But you still got to go out there and do it. And he did that today. His partner in crime next to him, Mohamed Elneny, he gets an 8 out of 10. 41% of you voting for that. The next closest was 30%, 7 out of 10. But again, he did the basics and he done them very well today. I thought he was quality today. He was good against MK Dons. He was good again today. And you never know, he might still be here at the end of the transfer window. Let's move on to Aubameyang. Aubameyang, you were voted 8 out of 10, 47%. 30% of you gave him a 9. I don't think that was one of his best games today, if I'm honest. Listen, 8 out of 10, he scored an absolute screamer. But I think I gave him a 7 on Chig's channel. But listen, I ain't going to argue with an 8. The guy scored an absolute worldie. And he's been relentless, isn't he, in recent weeks anyway, the FA Cup and Charity Shield, etc. Let's move on to the other side, to William. 45% have said 9 out of 10. 31% gave him a 10. I gave him a 10. I thought he was superb. Proper, decent performance today. And he was everywhere. Left, right. He was taking corners. He was tracking back. He was at right back position at some points. He was getting the ball on halfway, spinning and driving forward and getting fouls. I thought it was a superb debut. Listen, I'm not going to get carried away. We've seen Mkhitaryan do this. And that didn't go to plan. Fingers crossed that that Willian continues that form, because I like Willian. I think he's a good player. Let's move on to Lacazette. 44% have given him 8 out of 10. I gave him 7, which is 34%. But listen, good performance. He scored a goal. And his all-round play today was decent. He looked like he wanted it today. He was getting the ball. He was popping it off. He was busting his nut to get in the box. A couple of nice little layoffs. The one for Elneny was class. Elneny should have probably scored. Excuse me, but I thought he was pretty damn good today. Pepe came on as a substitute. I gave him a 5, and 54% of you gave him a 5 as well. So that's 5 for him. Danny Ceballos, that was funny at the beginning, wasn't it? It wouldn't have been funny if it was Aubameyang he was trying to stamp on. I don't know what that was all about, but he was trying to kick off on Eddie Nketiah. Something was obviously said, and then he's gone in for the ball. I don't know if you guys see it. A lot of you did, but they're doing the ball. He's in the middle. They're popping the ball around, and then the ball's gone to Eddie. He's gone flying, studs up. Eddie had to jump up in the air, otherwise he probably would have snapped his leg. And then Eddie's obviously said something again. He just pushed him. Then it's calmed down. Then it's kicked off again. It was like, Jesus Christ. And at the end of the game, I did notice. I didn't notice immediately, but then as soon as I came off of the stream, yeah, I still had it going on BT Sport, and they showed the highlight of it, the replay of it. As soon as that game finished, Danny Ceballos walked straight off the pitch. Didn't go and shake hands with any of the other players. Didn't do any of that. Literally straight down the tunnel. So listen, they've posted a picture since then with them two together saying we're fine, blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know what that was all about, and maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was just a heated thing that's continued on from a training ground. I don't know, but either way, Ceballos. This was close. This was real close. 38% said 5 out of 10, which is what I said, and 39%, which is the winner, said 6 out of 10. So well done, Danny. You got a 6. Eddie Nketiah, 52% said 5 out of 10. Them three didn't really get that much game time today, but listen, didn't really matter, did it? Let's be honest. Let's move on to the manager, Mikel. I gave him a 10. And if anyone thinks I'm blagging, I gave him a 10. I'm highlighted in blue. See, I can praise when it's due. I thought he was superb today. Everything was absolutely quality today. We nullified any threat that they may have had. and the game was killed off. It was just light work, easy work. And Chig made a good point on the watch along. He didn't play dribblers today. He just played people who can pass the ball. Because if you're going to try and dribble against Fulham, they'll probably just wipe you out constantly. Pass your way around them, it's a lot easier, and we showed that today. But he doesn't get a 10 because 40% of you have given him a 9. 27%, like I said, gave him a 10, which was second. But listen, all in all, a great performance, a great start to the season, and long may it continue. We've got West Ham next weekend. Believe it or not, that's an 8 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday night, which is 9 o'clock in Spain. Cheers for that. I'll still be wide awake at 3 a.m. then, shall I? Ah, dear, oh dear. But listen, I'd appreciate it if you did download that app. I'm going to be doing that going forward all season. Thank you to everybody who's watched the watch along today. Nearly 50,000 on Facebook watched that, which is mental. And 36,000 watched it on YouTube as well. So thank you very much to everyone who did watch it on them two apps. Appreciate that. Do subscribe. Do smack the likes up if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. And do follow my Instagram, most importantly. Facebook's flying, 1,300 new followers today, so thank you very much. And YouTube's going as well. It's flying up, nearly 45k. But listen, I will be back tomorrow about lunchtime, and we'll do a transfer video again. It'll probably be Emi Martinez, I'd imagine. That medical's been done with Aston Villa. So, oh dear, we'll see. But listen, big up all of you guys. Thank you very much for all the support, the love. It's been mad. And all have a wonderful Saturday night. It's always nice when Arsenal win. And yeah, man, long may it continue. Laters, peeps.